Hey guys, Dave Baggs here, and today I want to talk about Call of Duty. And this is probably a topic that I don't talk about a lot. And some of you guys know that, especially if you guys have been watching my channel, you guys would know that I used to love Call of Duty. All right, when Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 was out, and Modern Warfare 2, and Black Ops 2, and everything else, all those games, World at War, that's really when I kind of embraced Call of Duty. But over the past couple of years, well, more than a couple of years, I kind of have been pretty critical of Call of Duty, and I think for good reason. And there's a lot of people that do agree with me. There's a lot of people that don't agree with me, but I do think I bring up some good, valid reasons as to why not only I don't like this franchise anymore, but some of the things that I've suggested in the past as to where I want to see this franchise go. Well, it's kind of it's fallen on deaf ears. Not who's going to listen to a guy that wears a bag on his head and has a few thousand subscribers. And honestly, it's really not going to be anybody. Okay, but because I used to love this game, I wanted to talk about it. And the reason I want to talk about it is because I went on my Twitter account today and I was just kind of going through some tweets and looking at other people's business. And I've been seeing a lot of Call of Duty 2017 tweets. And surprisingly, it seemed to have been kind of divided in half. There's a lot of people that can't wait for the next Call of Duty. They can't wait for the next Call of Duty because it's going to be allegedly boots on the ground. And there's a lot of people that are skeptical and they just don't want to see any more Call of Duty unless they do something absolutely significantly different, something unique, something special. And so you've got these two different groups kind of going at it. And I thought it was interesting, and I thought it would be an interesting topic to talk about. So let's just talk about Call of Duty as it is right now. Now, we all know that Call of Duty is a game that has changed over the past few years. It went from boots on the ground to the more futuristic style of game that you see with Advanced Warfare, Black Ops 3, and of course, Infinite Warfare. Now, there's a reason that those three games kind of piggybacked on one another and they didn't change, because Call of Duty has three different companies on a 3-year cycle. And so they're all talking. They're all in cahoots. It doesn't mean that Infinity Ward and Treyarch and Sledgehammer, don't think that they're not talking. They've got to be talking. They're talking about the development process with their own respective studios, but they're also talking about the development process as to where the game is going to go. And if these three developers didn't communicate and didn't talk, the game would be sporadic as far as going from one game to the other to the next. You want to have a smooth transition. So a lot of people were giving Call of Duty a lot of grief during Black Ops 3, and rightly, or not Black Ops 3, but Infinite Warfare, because it went yet again down the same path as the past two Call of Duties before then. But they were already in the development process. So Sledgehammer, and this is how I'm looking at it, Sledgehammer had a couple of years to already think about what the fans were saying, already think about what the feedback was, not only just the fans, but they were getting a lot of feedback from different social media outlets and web sources too, that were critiquing this game and the direction that it was going. And I agree with a lot of what everyone had to say about how they want to bring the game back to the more traditional Call of Duty. But there's more problems with Call of Duty, in my opinion, than just taking the franchise and putting boots back on and keeping the soldiers and stuff on the ground. I've said this many times when it comes to Call of Duty, that the biggest problem I see with this franchise is the fact that they have three studios developing this game. You've got, like I said, you've got Activision, okay, or not Activision. Well, you've got Treyarch, you got Infinity Ward, and then you've got Sledgehammer, okay. And all three of these companies are developing the game as we speak, so that when one launches, the next one is in rotation, and so on and so forth. So each company has a 3-year time span basically to make the next Call of Duty game. That's a lot of people would say, well, that's good. You've got three companies working on one awesome game. All you need is one. All you need is one developer, guys. It doesn't matter if it's Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, or Treyarch. You just need one. You just need one. And you still do the same thing that you're doing now. You create the game over a 3-year process. But what does that do? It enables you to have a 3-year wait between the first release, whatever that release may be, Black Ops 4. 3 years later, you release Black Ops 5. Now, what does that do? As a gamer, it allows us, and I've said this in videos past, it allows us as the gamer to enjoy the game for a longer period of time than we are currently enjoying the game. Okay, think about it right now, okay? Black Ops 3, when it came out last year, it didn't take long. It didn't take long at all before a lot of the bigger YouTubers and a lot of people were talking in social media about the next Call of Duty, which inevitably was Infinite Warfare. So basically, when it launched in November of 2 years ago, the game was good as far as it being the hot topic. Black Ops 3 was good for a few months. Once we broke into the new year of 2016 of last year, that's when people started wondering, what's the next Call of Duty going to be about? Taking the attention off the current game. And by the time June and E3 rolls around, you're already going to start seeing hints being dropped by the developers. Big YouTubers are dropping hints in social media. People start talking about the next Call of Duty. And by September of that year, of every year that Call of Duty comes out, nobody cares about the current game. So in essence, the current lifestyle of the game, as far as it being trending and as far as it being popular, is only maybe 6 to 8 months. Because the rest and the remainder of the time, people are talking about the next game. And I think it's not only unfair to the developer that created that game that year, but it's unfair to the franchise, and it's unfair to the fans, because we pay good money. We pay $60 to buy the game, and I know it's our choice to buy the game. A lot of people will say, "Well, Dave Baggs, you don't have to buy the game," but there was a time that I did like this game, and when I bought it, I paid $60 for it. A couple months later, if I didn't buy the season pass, I had to buy a map pack. I didn't have to, but I bought the map pack because I've got kids and I liked Call of Duty at the time. So I bought the 4 map packs. Once that's done, now you got another game coming out the following November. Yet another $60 are going to be dropping. Then you got either the season pass or you got 4 more map packs. And now what they did is they started adding the supply drops. And I don't remember exactly when they did that. I think it was around the Advanced Warfare timeframe. They started dropping, DLC that you can purchase, that you can get a bunch of different supply drops that you can unlock and get meaningless things like skins and corny things that are just pretty useless. But when a kid says to his mom and dad, "Hey, Mom and Dad, I was good in school. Can you get me some supply drops?" "Here you go, Johnny. We'll just go ahead and drop $20 on supply drops for you." So basically, the developers are making a lot of money, and that's what they see. But from a fan's perspective, I think it's unfair. I think it's unfair that we get a game every single year. I've said it before. Look at games like Halo. Look at games like Titanfall. Look at games that like Grand Theft Auto that take years to come out with the next game. People are still playing Grand Theft Auto. I was still playing Titanfall 3 months before Titanfall 2 was released. It gives the fans time to enjoy the game. It gives the fans time to have fun. And I think it's unfair when a developer does that. They do that in Madden, like EA Sport games. They come out with, NBA 2K17, NBA 2K18, Madden, 2K18. Instead, why not just update the rosters? Why not just have a download if, trades are made or something like that, you can update the rosters. I just think it's unfair. I do. I think it's completely unfair that these developers sometimes do this. I think it would be a beneficial move on the entire franchise of Call of Duty, for example, getting back to Call of Duty, if they would simply come out with a game, get some fan feedback, not not feedback from the big YouTubers and esports and the monster drinking YouTubers that fly out to your studios every year. Not those guys. Get some real fan feedback from the people that have played your game because they love to play your game when it was good. Get some feedback from them, from us, as to what we might want to see happen with the franchise. And I'm telling you right now, got an itch on my back. I'm telling you right now, I really believe that if they decided to go with a one developer system with this game, I don't care if it's Treyarch, Sledgehammer, Infinity Ward, and they decided to go ahead and push off the next release until 2020, you can have two different sides of the company. You can have Infinity Ward, the developmental team that comes out with all the DLC and everything for the current game, and you can have the developmental team of working on the next game based on feedback from the user, based on the storyline of the current game. And you can move smoothly into the next game, because by the time 3 years comes up, guys, people are already bored of the current game. They want to see more. With a 1 year cycle, I'm still wanting to play whatever game it is. If Grand Theft Auto came out with a game every single year, and I've mentioned this in the past, we'd be on Grand Theft Auto, 5, 6, we'd be on Grand Theft Auto 9. Yeah, we'd be on Grand Theft Auto 9 right now based on that analogy if they came out with a game every single year. Now, you'd have 9 games sitting in your library, and you'd be like, well, what do I play? Grand Theft Auto 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. They're all good. One's in LA, one's in New York, one's in London, one's in Japan, one's in Barbados. I mean, which one do I play? And I think sometimes less is more. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think that's one of the biggest problems with Call of Duty. It's not the fact that all the fans want the boots on the ground. Ooh, boots on the ground, and everything is going to be okay. Why? Why? You're just doing the same thing that you did before back in Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, and before that. Boots were always on the ground, and people still wanted more. They still wanted change. It's not about the change, guys. Call of Duty can put blimps in the game, and that's change. But that's not the change Call of Duty needs for the fans. What they need is to change up how they deliver the game to us. Give it to us in small doses. Less is more. Come out with a game this year. Great. Call of Duty 2017. Then wait until 3 years. Come out with the next one in 2020. Give us time to develop a community of gamers over a year. Come out with DLC every year up to that point. So you come out with a map pack in year 1. But during that time, you come out with little snippets. Like, remember back in Modern Warfare 3, they came out with those little 1v1 and 2v2 and 3v3 maps. Those were cool. Those were unique, and they were different. So you come out with a major DLC in the middle of that, in the middle of the year. Let's say you come out with a 1v1 map along with some extra weapons at the beginning of the cycle. Towards the end of the cycle, you come out with more weapons and some little DLCs. And at the end of the cycle, you come out with maybe a Christmas map. So for the first 3 years, you give everybody, like in the month of November, you give everybody like a Christmas map where it's just snow. It's an existing map. Or all the maps are just snowing. Like, kind of like Grand Theft Auto does. They give you the DLC and it's snowing. You just make all the maps different. Make them, do something different to the current game and make it fun. Make it interesting to play. But come out with these games on a 3-year cycle, and I think the fans would be surprisingly supportive of this franchise. But you know what? You come out with a game every single year, and you ask us to buy your DLC, and you ask us to buy the season pass, and you ask us to buy the supply drops, and guess what? Money, 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 and you get that money. You get it from every one of us. But I got to be honest with you, that's one of the biggest problems with this franchise. That's one of the biggest problems with this game. Not many people are talking about it because not many people think like I do. They don't think outside the realm of what everyone else is talking about. Everybody's talking about change, 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 change. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground, boots on the ground. We've had boots on the ground. We had boots on the ground for the first 5 Call of Duties. And people still wanted change. It's not about that. It's about changing the cycle of the game, changing the DLC, supporting the current game by coming out with changes. Look what Rainbow Six does. Rainbow Six has their game is going to be a 2-year game. They're constantly changing the game. They're changing the menus, the sub-menus. They're adding new characters. They're giving us new maps slowly and surely. And they're constantly making the game engaging for not only the current players, but for new players that are new to the game. Rainbow Six is getting it right. Titanfall 2, as much as I've criticized Titanfall 2 with some of the things that they've been doing, as a whole, it's the best first-person shooter game I've ever played. And in my opinion, they're getting it right. They're not coming out with Titanfall 3 next year. They'll probably come out with Titanfall 3 in year 2 of the Xbox Scorpio and PlayStation 4 Pro. It'll be down the road when the hardware's kind of refined. That's how you're supposed to do it. I don't know if it's the inside of this bag or what, but I'm about ready to end this video. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like the direction I was going with this video. And as always, guys, please remember to like, subscribe, and comment. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and subscribe right now. It isn't even that hard. Just subscribe. It's easy. It's simple. Just click the stupid button and subscribe. That's all. And if you do like the video, as I said, make a comment. Tell me what you guys think. If you don't like the video and you give me a thumbs down, that's cool too. But tell me why you gave me a thumbs down. Give me a reason. I want to know. I want to hear your feedback, good or bad. I want to hear your feedback. So we'll see you guys next time. I am Dave Baggs. You guys have a good one.